Guys, there's been a change in scenery yet again. These are being shot down in Niagara because I'm at school for the 100th time. You know this. Let's get into the beer from a new brewery that I haven't had a beer from before. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for the Rooster Brewski review. And today, the beer I have for you is by a new brewery called Caribru. Slogan, beer for good. And beer for good, beer is good. Good. I'm okay with that. This is their IPA coming in at 5.6% alcohol by volume. No listed IBUs here on the beautiful white, black, and red can. Look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? Very beautiful looking. People in a kayak going down a river. Sounds like a good time. Now, fun fact, Caribru is actually under the Junction Craft Brewing name. It's another, I guess, brewery sub-brand sort of thing that's going on. So I find that quite awesome, having Junction Brewing expand and do other little projects. So good for them. So let's not waste any time. IBUs, nothing on the website, sadly. But let me see. Nothing on the website, but Untappd is showing it coming in at 44 IBU. So nothing too crazy, especially for an IPA. But let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. Pouring into a regular glass because I left all my glassware at my house because I don't have room, which means I need to buy more. So we're going to see a lot more new glassware coming up in the future. Pouring it up. Let's see what we got. Now that beer is looking quite amazing. Very golden in color, slightly hazy, nothing too crazy though. Nice bit of head on top. Looking at outside of the light, could be mistaken for a craft lager, to be honest. It's not super hazy compared to other IPAs. We're gonna have to have a smell, and I'm just gonna dip my nose right in. Great stuff. Ooh. Tropical. Pineapples, mangoes, touch of vanilla even. Orange citrus. Actually smells pretty damn good, just like an IPA should. Those big citrus aromas, big tropical aromas. Pineapple, mango, definitely being the star of the show on this. Quite interesting. Let's have a sip. Now that hits very hoppy. Definitely more so than the 44 IBU listed on Untappd. So that's a little interesting. Oh, whoa. Ooh. Yeah, I got big pine, big grapefruit. Need to find out a little bit more. So with that said, cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Very crisp, very refreshing, very piney, very grapefruity. Citrus rind, a little bit of melon sweetness on the finish, but mangoes and pineapples for me are actually quite lost in the taste versus the strong presence of them in the aroma, which I find kind of interesting. I thought that would transition over a little bit better. Not there. It's more citrusy, citrus rind. Pine and grapefruit, which are really the stars of the show in this particular beer. I'd say lighter mouthfeel, for sure, lighter body for the beer, especially it being an IPA. But then again, it is only 5.6%. Sometimes you're not gonna be expecting to get such a huge, like, big bomb of a beer, but this is definitely very hoppy, very big pine, and very big grapefruit. It's kind of delicious, actually. If you're looking for a very, hop forward beer, kind of got it right here. good stuff all around. Looking at the can, Caribru Beer for Good IPA. Like I said, 5.6% alcohol by volume. Untapped, showing it coming in at 44 IBUs. I kind of don't believe that. I personally think it's a bit higher, maybe 55 to 65 IBUs. But here again is the can. Looking absolutely fantastic. Great color choice with the black and white and then the red accents as well. Just pops, but doesn't look super crazy or super busy or just, problematic to the eyes. It looks very appealing, and it does taste quite damn good too, so that's awesome. Description: beer for good. Caribru donates 5% of all sales to local causes that matter to you. Learn more at caribru.ca at Drink Caribru. A blend of West Coast and New Zealand hops, barley, yeast, water with fresh mango addition. See, that's the one thing. I thought there was going to be a bit more mango because I remember reading that on the can. Definitely get it in the aroma, 100%. But on the sip, it's very lost, like I said before, with the very aggressive piney and grapefruity aromas, or at least taste, sorry. But very nice addition. Brewed in Toronto, Canada at Junction Craft Brewing. So, Caribru, I'm not 100% sure if they're separate from Junction or just under the Junction, or like another company that it goes with Junction. But other than that, on the can, they list ingredients and partial description, I guess, both hand in hand to kill two birds with one stone. On the bottom, for a brewed on date or best before, I don't see anything. No dates. No date codes, so that's kind of a bummer. But hey, what can you do? It tastes fresh, so I'm not complaining one bit. Moving over to the website, like I said, caribru.ca. They got a mission statement, which you can read on your own time, provided with the link down below. But going down to the beer, they got the Caribru IPA and the Caribru Lager. The IPA says, great tasting, approachable IPA with a hint of mango. Yes, I guess hint would be an appropriate word for that. 5.6% ABV, and then it says the exact same thing on the can. A blend of West Coast and New Zealand hops, barley, stop switching, yeast, water with fresh mango. Like I said, no IBUs listed, no list of malts, hops, and yeast, at least specific, and no food pairings. Also, this website does the same thing that Railway City does, where each beer and the information switches on like a little slideshow thing, which I absolutely hate. Thankfully, there's not much here to read, so you can't really pause it and read it all. Thankfully, there's not too much information, which is one, a bummer, but two, it works really well because you can read it quickly and then it'll switch over to the Caribru Lager. There's also links to find Caribru and also buy online. But if you are at your local LCBO, you can pick up Caribru IPA for $2.95. So a solid IPA, under the $3 mark. I know it's only a nickel, but still. That is pretty good. You're getting damn good beer for just under $3. I am not complaining on that price point at all. And that's for the 473 ml Tallboy can, which I have here. Finally, moving over to Untappd. Oh, that was crisp. Once it warms up a bit, sorry, before we move to Untappd, the mango does shine through a little bit more. Like it just needs to warm itself up just a bit. But yes, Untappd, it is showing a 3.41 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 2,338 ratings. So, good amount of people have been enjoying this beer, which is awesome. And the ratings, not too bad at all either. So with that said, guys, it just smells so good. Cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to rate and let's wrap this thing up. Very piney, very hop forward of an IPA. No questions about it. It's not dicking around. It is giving you what you're needing if you're looking for a solid IPA. That's why Caribru IPA deserves a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. I'm only giving it that because it's saying it's made with mangoes, and the mangoes are kind of there, but really don't show up to the party as much as I would have liked them to. But that's okay. It's a solid IPA. Nothing wrong with it. Just deserves 7.5 in my humble opinion. As for presentation, I'm a big fan of the can design. I think it's awesome. But a couple things to note. No IBUs, definitely a bummer. Description and ingredients are sort of put together in a sense, which is fine, I'll let it slide. But no brewed on or best before date on the bottom or anywhere on the can, so that is definitely a big bummer. As for the website looks pretty good, very clean, very straightforward. The one thing that bums me out though is that it's still lacking some information that I would like to see, like IBUs, food pairings, detailed list of malt, hops, and yeast. I think that just brings everything else together, but still very nice looking website. As for presentation, it also gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple Brewers, it would be greatly appreciated as well. Again, since I'm here in Niagara, I'm going to be shooting some different kind of videos. So maybe about once or twice a week I'll have something non-beer related for you guys. I want to bring the beer facts back. I also want to do a few other things, but you'll be seeing it quite soon. So with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple Brewers, like I always say, crack beer and enjoy. Cheers. So what do you call a Caribru drinking beer? I'll give you a second on that one. Just a second. Just one more second. Oh wow, wait, what just happened? It got much hazier. Got a lot hazier. You can have a sip. Also, it's called Caribru. Heavier. A bit heavier. Bunch of sediment just came from the can and plopped right into the beer. That was sitting at the bottom. Heavier. Mango still kind of lacking there, but pops up just a bit more. Still a solid 7.5. Yeah, that's it. That's I guess I'm gonna go enjoy my beer. Cheers.